Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. What is up, guys? Lightning here, and I'm back with another video. I'm here with my new project that's taking over for Jack 3, unfortunately, which is having issues as well. Like Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Cortex, and Jack 3 both just fell apart. I don't know what happened. Like, stupid errors and such. Alright, anyways, but this is gonna be the last Crash Bandicoot game in the entire Insane Trilogy, so, yeah, let's get right to playing this. The original Crash Bandicoot, arguably the hardest one of them all. But let's do it. And there's also the bonus level, Stormy Ascent, but I don't know if I'm gonna play that. That depends. I think I might, like at the very end as like a bonus episode. But for now, I don't know. Alright, let's disable autosave. We're gonna be saving on a separate file. Like we don't need autosave. We're good. Like, we're gonna be good. But I remember I started Crash 2 in this series around the same time, in 2018 last year.
Moron! This Bandicoot will be my general, and he will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time, I shall reign triumphant. We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex.
Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
Failure again. Capture him!
Uh-oh.
Prepare the female Bandicoot.
Uh-oh. We better do something. Because our girlfriend Tana has been captured and is going to be experimented on. That's not good. Oh boy, here's the original Crash Bandicoot. This is where it all started. And I remember watching this documentary on how Crash Bandicoot was made, and it was so interesting to watch. Andy Gavin and what is it? Andy Gavin and who? Oh, why can't I remember his name? I think it's like Ruben. I think. Like Andy Gavin and Ruben something. I don't know. I feel like I should remember their names because they were the ones that developed that created Crash Bandicoot. Oh, I feel like such an idiot. But anyways, I remember watching that documentary about them, and like I said, very interesting. And I think it was only 4 games that they did. They did the first 3 original Crash Bandicoot games. Then they and then they did Crash Team Racing as the final game before Universal Studios took Crash Bandicoot away, because they're like, hey, we're owning Crash Bandicoot now, but you're gonna make us a couple of games that do successful, which they did. But those 4 games, like right after that, they had to give Crash Bandicoot away to Universal Studios, which was really dumb in my opinion, because Naughty Dog can do no wrong. Like, because of them, this game, along with Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, and Crash Bandicoot Warped, all got an HD remaster. That's how popular they were, and still are to this day. And as you can see, the first Crash Bandicoot game, you only get the gem by breaking all the boxes. This concept is not new. And also, those keys you see, there's only 2 of them throughout this entire game, so that's how that's gonna work. Yep, I think that's the Stormy Ascent level. I think I can teleport. Yep, that is Stormy Ascent. No, I don't want to do Stormy Ascent. I've heard that it's like super hard, so I'm not gonna bother with it. Alright, here's like my first run of this game. I thought I had like 100%. I thought I got all the gems. I don't know what happened. Alright. And then this one right here is my cousin's save file. This is her playing on it. As you can see, she wasn't that very good at it, but she'll get better within time. Alright, anyways, let's save our file right here. We're good. Very iconic face right there, like the confused face. Alright, now, I'm gonna say something about this game. There are 6 color gems, I think, in total, but the thing is, in order to get those color gems, you have to break all the boxes in said level without dying after your first checkpoint. And if you die, you have to restart the entire level, and that is so infuriating because some of these levels are so hard. I'm not even kidding. Like, I think we're gonna see one pretty soon. I think it's called the Lost City. It is hard, and this is just like the I think this is only like the what is it? This is like only the first section of Insane Island. Like, that's all, and then... But the Lost City is so hard. What the heck? What is going on? Usually I get that. I don't know what's going on. I keep losing my Aku Aku. Alright, but these things you see right here, these little tokens of Tawna, Crash's girlfriend, lead you to a special bonus level. Now, in the original Crash Bandicoot, getting those tokens were not a requirement to complete the levels, whereas in the remake, it is a requirement. Now, these will definitely get harder along the way. And also, in the original game, the bonus levels were used as like a way to save your game. Like, that was the only way you could save your game. So unless you complete those bonus levels, then you're not going to save your game. Which, you should just complete the bonus levels anyway, just so you can save your game. Just in case anything happens, it's best to do that and be on the safe side. Now, obviously we cannot get all the boxes, because we did not have the green gem. So we only missed 3 boxes, but no worries, no worries. That green gem is coming up, I think. I don't know where it is. I think it's on the other side. I'm just taking a guess. Alright, let's save. Because again, I just want to be on the safe side and save every time. Concerning what happened in Wrath of Cortex multiple times, I'm not taking any chances. Now, now you can play as Coco, but you have to get past a certain number of levels before you can play as her. So we'll definitely be playing as Coco for sure. I love playing as Coco. I think that was something that was very generous of Activision to do that. To add Coco as a playable character, which her moveset is not that different from Crash's, but it's just cool to have her there, because who doesn't love Coco Bandicoot? I mean, like, Everyone loves Coco Bandicoot. Okay, well not everybody, but most people do. Most Crash Bandicoot fans do. Now, I want to talk about something about that's related to Crash Bandicoot. Or actually, it kind of does... It actually does involve Crash Bandicoot, so... For Christmas, I got a PlayStation Vita, which is the most recent handheld console, and the last one that Sony is doing, because they kind of given up on competing with the handheld console a market which Nintendo has been dominating in. But one thing that I never really understood was that, okay, for the North American Vita users, because of licensing issues that that Sony has with Activision over the rights of Crash Bandicoot, no Crash Bandicoot game can be played on a PlayStation Vita in North America. Like, but the EU gets it. Like, European Vita users, you get to play Crash Bandicoot. Like, you get to play Crash Bandicoot the original, Crash Bandicoot 2, Crash Bandicoot Warped, and it's so unfair. Like, really? We get screwed over because Activision and Sony can't make some sort of deal? Like, can you just let the North American Vita users have Crash Bandicoot? I mean, that's kind of the whole reason why why a lot of Vita users even bought the Vita, so they could play Crash Bandicoot on the go, myself included. However, I'm still satisfied that they put the Jak and Daxter collection on the PS Vita, which means you get to play Jak and Daxter, the precursor Legacy, Jak 2, and Jak 3. I like that a lot. Definitely, but this whole thing with licensing issues over Crash is stupid. Because us North American Vita users just want to play Crash Bandicoot on the go, and we can't. We can't even play the Insane Trilogy. Like, you could have at least put that on there. And now I know there's a thing where you can do like remote play, where you can play your PS4 games and use your Vita as the controller, but I tried to do that, and I don't know what's up. It must be my internet or something, but it wouldn't budge. Like, it kept disconnecting over and over, and I just kept getting frustrated. And I updated my system, or my PS4 system, like it told me to, and still nothing happened. So frustrating. And I think 2019 was when Sony announced that they were gonna stop competing with Nintendo in the handheld gaming market. And my thing is, like, before you officially give up, can you at least finally work out a deal with Activision and have Crash Bandicoot released in the North American region so that we can play the Crash Bandicoot games on our Vitas? Because the thing is, if you own a PSP, any of the PSPs, you can play those games. But if you have a Vita, you can't if you're in the North American region. So dumb. Like, you allowed PSP users to have them, but not Vita users? Like, what drugs are you on to think that makes any sense? Because it doesn't. It really doesn't. That is so aggravating to me, and in the early days of the Vita, like, it was back when the PS3 sort of came out, or when the PS3 was still in its prime time, and you could, like say if, so on the PS3 you can get all 3 original Crash Bandicoot games and Crash Bandicoot Warp. Or, no, I can't speak. You can get all the original Crash Bandicoot games plus Crash Team Racing on your PS3. And in the early days of the Vita, again, I can't speak. Back in the early days of the Vita, you were able to transfer your PS3 games to your Vita, but then for some reason they just did away with that. I don't know why they did away with it. Like, why would you do away with that? Like, are you trying to make people sell their Vitas? Like, that is one way to make them sell their Vitas, or even worse, throw them away, and then not buy any other products of yours. Sony. I mean, I guess you can sort of put some of the blame on Activision because they own Crash, so they can make the decision on whether or not he can be in the North American region for the Vita users or not. And they're kind of doing it for money because Activision wants Sony to pay them for the release of the original Crash Bandicoot games. Or it's either Sony pays Activision for the release of the original Crash Bandicoot games on the North American region, or in the North American region for the Vita, or Activision gets a large share of the profits. So that's a deal that they couldn't make for some reason. Like, they were able to get a deal for the European Vita users, but not us in the North American region, because we apparently suck. Okay, we probably don't, but I'm pretty sure Sony does want to release Crash Bandicoot on the or in the North American region for the Vita users, but it's just frustrating, so frustrating that we in the North American region just can't play any Crash Bandicoot at all. Like, we can try playing it through the remote play on the PS4 or the PS3, but it's not the same thing. Like, we want to get the full experience. And once again, we missed a couple of boxes. That's because we need the colored gems. I think we need the red. Or no, I think we just need a couple of other gems. Alright, here's our first boss, but let's save again. Alright, our first boss. Papu Papu. Now, he's a fairly easy boss. Some people thought it was really hard, but like, once you get the hang of it, it's not even hard. See? Just gotta do this. He's probably the easiest boss in all of Crash Bandicoot history of all the bosses. See? The only thing I wish that they kept in the HD remake of the first Crash Bandicoot is how Crash, every single time he defeated a boss, he would be like, "Yee-haw!" Obviously, it's much more high pitched, but since my voice cannot reach that high, so yeah, that was a terrible impression. My bad. All right, since we have Coco, let's swap to her and play Rolling Stones. So I still like the fact that you can play as Coco, always. And oh, it looks like we can't get the box or get the gem here either, because we need the blue gem. All right, get the Tana tokens. Oh! I don't know if I'm supposed to, if there's anything else up there, so I'm trying to be careful. Tread lightly. Aha! See? I knew it! Alright, now that is a embryo, a token. Dr. Nitrous Brio token. But you get the name, you get the pun of his name. Embryo, like embryo, like one of the first few stages of human development. Alright, there's another token over here, so I can't mess this one up. And I want to keep my Aku Aku. I think the embryo token is over here. Knew it! Alright. Just do that. Oh! I'm trying to tread very lightly here. Oh, once again. Okay, maybe I didn't want to get it right there. Dang it! Because I'm trying not to mess this up. This is like the second or third time I've had to do this in this level. Alright. I'm just trying to be very cautious. I don't want to mess anything up. Alright, we got the last Taunt token. Now, I don't know if there's any, like, in the original Crash Bandicoot, I don't know if there's, like, any tokens for Dr. Nitrous Brio or Dr. Neo Cortex. I don't think there are. I think there's only Taunt tokens, and that's basically how you save your game. Now, I have not played the original Crash Bandicoot, and I want to, because I can get it for my PS3. Get it, buy it, get it on the PS shop via download. And then I can probably play that on my channel. I've been so bad with completing the original Crash Bandicoot games. Like, I'm thinking of just doing a massive overhaul and just redoing all of them. Like, start fresh, because Crash Bandicoot Warp was such a disaster. There were so many errors in, like, the video and such. Like, there's so much errors. Like, I want to have a fresh start and be able... I just want to have a fresh... I would like to have a fresh start. I'd just like to have a fresh start and redo all of it. Oh! Did it! Aha! So this is the embryo bonus section. Now, it is definitely harder than, like, the Tana bonus sections, but if you want to get 100%, you gotta complete those areas. And even though we missed 6 boxes, we got to see a new section. Now, I don't know how many embryo sections there are, but there's quite a few. There's also Dr. Neo Cortex bonus sections in some of the levels. There's only 2 of them though, because there's 2 keys, and you get the 2 keys from the Dr. Neo Cortex bonus sections. So that definitely makes sense. Alright, next up we have Hog Wild. Now this one's going to be involving Crash. Crash only. I think this is the Hog Wild is the only Crash only level we'll see. Like, the only one, I'm pretty sure. Oh! Oh, dang it. That is a little tricky. Okay. It's all about the timing. Nailed it! Oh, that is so wrong. They're grilling a hog as I'm riding one. That is so wrong. So wrong. Naughty Dog. That is not okay. So disrespectful of you. Alright, should we do this one? Yeah, I think we should. Because then we could just go right to the next island. We'll have a full island complete. Why not? Native Fortress. Okay, so far we have not come across any of the color gem levels, but once we get there, expect there to be lots and lots of rage. And besides, that's normally how it works. I've watched Slim Kirby's Let's Play, and he did rage quite a few times. He's probably not... Like, by the time I get to those colored gem levels, I'm probably going to have raged more than he did in his Let's Play, so I'm not going to judge him. But some of his raging moments were pretty funny. His are more... Slim Kirby's raging moments are more funny than anything. Mine are just stupid. Like, I sound like a total child. Like, ugh! Whereas Slim Kirby's sounds like legitimately real. Mine just sounds childish. Like, are you even an adult? I'm 19. I should sound like one. But I don't when I rage. Damn it. Alright, get out of my way. Get out of my way and meet me halfway. Man, I've been playing so much GTA 5 lately that the Black Eyed Peas song, Meet Me Halfway, has been, like, stuck in my head so many times. Like, I'm normally a fan of the Black Eyed Peas, but I have not listened to any of their music in such a long time. And since that song is in, GTA 5, every single time I hear it, it's like ingrained in my mind forever. So I'm just like, meet me halfway. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, 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 oh. Like it's stuck in my mind. Oh, oh. Right on time! Woohoo! I got the Tana tokens, so let's do this again! Okay, there's only 5 boxes. Box number 3. 4, 5, and we did it! And Cortex took our girlfriend again! Oh, and also, Coco is not in, Yeah, I'm pretty sure Coco is not in, Yeah, no, she isn't. I don't think Coco is in the original Crash Bandicoot. She made her first appearance in, what was it? Crash Bandicoot 2? Sorry what I'm doing. I'm trying to fix the screen. I just realized that it was a little cropped out because I had the settings set for Godzilla Unleashed. But now you can see the entire screen. I just realized that right at the end of the video. I know, I'm so good at making sure everything is correct. I make these errors every time. Even when I tell myself, like, No, we're not gonna do this again. Not making the same errors over and over. I just end up making the same errors over and over again. It's a really bad habit. Alright, now lucky for us, we can just go this way. Like, screw all of you, we're not doing this. Okay, but we do have to do this right here. Oh! Shoot. Oh! That was so close. Alright, now this is definitely one of the more longer levels, like... Definitely, but... Woo! Now, yeah, you need the red gem for this level, which... Oh, the red gem is the hardest gem in my opinion to get. Like, the level you have to get it from, Slippery Climb, I think it is. I despise that level so much. Like, I hate Slippery Climb so much, and I'm gonna be dreading it once we get to it. And then another one I hate, the lab. I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Like, and I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be a big fan of the Lost City either. And that one is coming up. We're not gonna see it in this episode, but we'll definitely see it in the next episode. And I'm gonna be dreading it. Because that level sucks. I don't know what I was doing. I was just trying to get all the Wumpa fruit. Oh, I already have 49 lives. Sweet. That's also a sweet bonus that you get from the embryo bonus sections. A bunch of lives. So you should definitely do them because you're probably going to need all those lives for the extremely difficult levels coming up. I can just imagine me already raging at some of those levels that are coming up. Up the creek is not that bad, but once we get to the Lost City, that's where the real rage will start happening. Like, it's gonna be really bad. Alright, but we already have 21% of the game completed, and we're already on to the second island. But that's gonna be it for this episode of Crash Bandicoot, so... Anyway, guys, this is Light T75, or LT75, signing off. I will see you for the next episode of the Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy, Crash 1. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye!